It's a phrase that B2B marketers know all too well, the product fallacy. Jim Habig, Vice President of Marketing at LinkedIn Marketing Solutions and a recent guest on the A&A Champions of Growth podcast, describes the product fallacy this way, quote, "If I could just communicate that my product is 5% better than my competitors, then everyone has to buy my product." Whether it's an unwritten policy or wishful thinking within the C-suite, relying solely on the product to drive revenue is a pipe dream. Worse yet, it makes the already difficult task of marketing even more challenging. But there's a better path. The problem with relying solely on the product to move the needle is that it has a low ceiling. Either customers or prospects are going to like your product or not, and there's very little wiggle room in between. A transactional approach, as with product marketing, does little for B2B marketers who want to improve their long-term value and win more acolytes. That's why forward-thinking B2B companies are taking a more nuanced approach and embracing branded advertising. Investing in branded advertising gives B2B companies more breadth and enables them to draw much sharper distinctions with their direct rivals. Habig says that going the branded advertising route acknowledges that while not everyone could purchase your product, everyone in your orbit should know about your company and, with ample storytelling, get a better understanding of your brand purpose and ultimately raise their level of consideration. Marketers have to be like sound engineers, blending branded advertising and product improvement. A little more bass here, a little less treble here, or vice versa, but always working to achieve a complementary mix. By telling a story, B2B marketers make the brand more accessible to customers and prospects, and suddenly the product becomes more inviting, more comprehensible. As Habig puts it, avoiding the product fallacy and telling a story generates big rewards, including making your brand stand out by delivering a more gut-level, emotional case to your audience, delivering the kind of advertising that transcends the product and/or service and puts the brand attributes top of mind, endearing your brand to younger buyers who, let's face it, have been conditioned by entertainment and are less than thrilled with communications that are purely transactional. According to Habig, part of the challenge to delivering more branded storytelling is changing the vernacular of B2B advertising. Indeed, most of the chatter seems to revolve around performance marketing and, quote, the other stuff, which fails to compute. But it's the other stuff, branding, that's going to separate your company from the pack. B2B marketers need to understand that all of their activities should drive value across the sales funnel. The paramount question should be, are your actions for the long term or the short term? With an unpredictable economy and the ongoing threat of a recession, it's easy for marketers to pillage their brand spending and top-of-funnel messaging and put all their eggs in the lead gen basket. But it's fairly conventional wisdom that marketers that invest in branding during turbulent times come out much stronger on the other side because they kept their foot on the pedal and didn't let up. The rub is developing branded advertising that's tied to legitimate metrics and financial outcomes. When you can do that, you'll save yourself a few headaches and put your brand in a much healthier position both now and for the future. And that's something that everyone can buy into. For the A&A Champions of Growth podcast, I'm Matthew Schwartz.